I think even though we're going to be coming back against a headwind, I'm going to take the chance of going down here until we have done about 3.5 miles. We're at 2.83 right now. Which is pretty much the distance from the launch ramp to the buoy we were tied into. So I'm going to be rowing downwind here a bit and hope that it doesn't get too strong. That spur ridge that's coming down on that mostly treeless point ahead of us there, that is getting pretty close to 4 miles. I think there's another bunch of buoys up here that are at 4 miles, but I don't know if well, we'll see what happens. That point coming down is a place I call the Narrows. Well, now the wind is so light it's coming over my left shoulder, more or less from the north. So maybe though the wind is going around, it still hasn't settled down to its new direction. Yeah, I can feel a breeze coming in my left ear. Beautiful day out here. I am tickled that my issue with the Insta360 and its stitching mode might be solved. The issue with the cord to the Rode wireless microphone is still something that I need to be sort of bomb-proof, so that I don't have to worry about it not being aligned properly or getting out of alignment. So I think I will look at the possibility of having to buy a meter-long cable with the correct plugs on it, and then splicing it down to the about 4 inches that I need. We'll see how that goes. But that'll mean that I can just plug the wire in and just not even be concerned about it getting out of alignment and showing in the right in the stitching area between the two lenses on the Insta360 camera. Well, I've got a rather stiff gust coming right from behind me, so perhaps that little bit of wind that we had up there shifting around was just a lull, and that in fact we're still going to have this west wind. Because that way, even if it comes up to blow, at least we'll be headed downwind. Though I have learned, after having been up this way one time and come back down the lake about 5.5 miles in winds, it was probably at least 15 miles an hour and was gusting, I'm going to guess, way up over 20. Usually very sharp, hard gusts. And I had been row camping up here, and had been awakened at dawn with the wind out of the west blowing a gale and flapping the tent and making a whole horrible racket, and thought, I need to pack up and get out of here as long as I've got this much wind behind me, and use that wind to get home. And because I was carrying all my backpacking gear, and I had loaded it in the front of the boat, which is a more convenient place to put it, that coming downwind, the front of the boat was loaded a lot less than the stern, so the stern was, or excuse me, the bow was loaded down, the stern not so much, and when I got a gust from the stern, it would flip the boat sideways. So if this wind is actually quite heavy right now, I'm going to take a reading. I'm going to guess that this gust is up around 15. Well, it's tapering off now, but it was over 8. Just felt like 15. There's a strong gust again. And it's not that strong, and it's blowing 8. So that gust was probably up around 10 anyway. But that means that I'll have that as the tailwind coming back. Anyhow, as I was saying, if it really starts blowing hard and we're going downwind, I will move my oh shit kit right into the stern of the boat so that the bow of the boat is less likely lightly loaded, or more lightly loaded, and man, I'm not making 2 miles an hour average. 1.9. I think I'm going to go up to the Narrows, and then I'm going to turn around. And I will most likely grab my oh shit kit and put it right in the back of the boat, and I might grab the anchor bag and move it to where it's just right behind me, tied up against my back. Here comes a big puff. You can see the dark stripe on the water coming toward us. Yeah, I can feel it pushing the oars back. Here's that gust. I think the leading edge of that gust was probably up around 15. Rule of thumb says that if there's enough of a fetch for the wind and it blows steady 7 miles an hour, that you'll start getting white caps. And going upwind against white caps is a real bother. There, in between the gusts, I'm up to 2.83, 2.83. So I'm up just kissing 3 miles an hour when there's no wind gusts. Last time I was up this way, I was just kind of ambling along here. Oh, here comes a short, sharp gust. Look at that dark stripe. Here it comes. I'm going to see if I can get this one. $14.5, 14, 13, 4. So the leading edge of that was nominally 14. If we were sailing my old Lido 14 Supermax, we could have jumped up on a plane there. Forgot what I was talking about before. I am hoping that I'll be able to get some help in editing, and though Michael Troncal wants me to do it on my phone, I really want to do it on my laptop, where I just feel like I have more control because it's bigger. He says I should get a tablet, but I don't need more electronic equipment. I need the electronic equipment I've got to do more than it does, or I've got to learn how to make it do more than it does. Comes another sharp puff down the lake. I am pleased that the wind didn't go 180 degrees, because if it was blowing like this on the way back, it would be brutal. Been out for an hour and 25 minutes, 3.32 miles. When it's gusty like this, it pays to kind of follow the wind and keep it so So I'm going directly upwind. Otherwise, I have to really pull hard on the opposite oar to keep myself from getting blown sideways in the gusts. Here's a strong one coming. There's 3.5 miles. I think this row of buoys up here is at nominally about 3.8. There I go humming. Silence on air. Silence recording. Wonder if I could make a sign that would reach out and wrap me on the head. There's the Narrows right there.